From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm John Kennedy. A framework for a national school food program is on the desk of Finance Minister Chrystia Freeland, and advocates hope it will get the green light. Tyler Meredith is a former advisor to the minister and says funding for a national food program in the upcoming federal budget would help a lot of families.
It would help to address meaningfully something that many families are dealing with, which is both the high cost of food and also, frankly, the significant time and effort that is required in preparing lunches for kids.
Community food groups want to see Ottawa fund a national food program for school lunches in the April 16th budget, as Canadians increasingly struggle to put food on their plates due to high prices. After sleeping at the legislature, Newfoundland and Labrador's finance minister has released a provincial budget following a chaotic demonstration by fish harvesters that prevented officials from entering the building. Siobhan Cody was originally scheduled to table a budget on Wednesday, but the crowd forced the government to call it off and reschedule. A provincial judge awarded the government an injunction against the demonstrators, but the harvesters showed up again and are demanding more free market conditions in the fishery. Ontario's provincial government says it will extend a program that helps rural and northern hospitals avoid a temporary ER closure for another 6 months. The program was set to expire again at the end of this month, but the Ministry of Health has now told eligible hospitals that the program will be in effect until September 30th. A spokesperson for Health Minister Sylvia Jones says the government is working on a more permanent solution with the Ontario Medical Association. The United States is expected to bring a UN resolution calling for a ceasefire in Gaza.
The U.S. drafting a UN Security Council resolution calling for an immediate ceasefire in Gaza and an Israel-Hamas hostage deal. This, according to spokesperson for the U.S. mission to the UN, Nate Evans. According to Reuters, the latest version of the draft resolution proposes a ceasefire that would last roughly 6 weeks. Inez de la Quatera, ABC News, at the Foreign Desk.
And an Ontario-based cookbook author, Carly Bodrug, is the queen of scrappy cooking, as she's set to release her second cookbook next month, full of recipes to help home cooks reduce their food waste.
Bodrug says she's saved thousands of dollars on her own grocery bills by learning how to cut down on food waste. Her book contains fun hacks for using up odds and ends in the kitchen, with recipes for things like citrus peel candy and strawberry top vinegar. But she says the best way to reduce food waste is to not bring excess food into the house at all, and says a lot of money can be saved by making weekly meal plans and doing regular pantry cleanouts. A 2021 UN report found the average Canadian household produces 79 kilograms of food waste per year because of issues like overbuying, ingredients going bad, and poor planning. Michelle Zedekian, The Canadian Press.
This is The Canadian Press. In sports, the Colorado Avalanche will look to take sole possession of first place in the Central Division when they host the Columbus Blue Jackets tonight. Colorado was tied with the Winnipeg Jets and Dallas Stars with 93 points. Winnipeg fell 4-1 to New Jersey last night to remain 93. Canadian superstar Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and his Oklahoma City Thunder are in Toronto to take on the Raptors tonight. Gilgeous-Alexander is the second leading scorer in the NBA with 30.9 points per game and has the Thunder atop the Western Conference standings. The shorthanded Raptors, on the other hand, have lost 8 straight and are 12th in the East. Canada's Rachel Homan will look to earn an automatic semi-final berth today at the World Women's Curling Championship in Sydney, Nova Scotia. A top 2 finish in the round-robin standings secures a direct semi-final berth. The 4 other playoff teams will play qualification games on Saturday morning, and the medal games are set for Sunday. From the Canadian Press, I'm John Kennedy.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.